Okay, so I want to thank every one of you who have done me well. Thank you very much for the like, for the views, especially the views, and the share. I don't know, was there a share? I don't know. Okay, I'll check. The follows. I'm really, really, really happy. I'm happy. I'm super excited. People have been so wonderful. Yes. So today we're going to be talking about vehicles. Reason being that today I stepped out. By the way, it's evening here in Nigeria. I stepped out and I noticed that there is some series of vehicles that were broken down along the road. Yeah, but one brand of vehicle in particular. So I can, but I've understood over time that that particular brand of vehicle always have that issue. That's the major issue it has. But the people who acquire those vehicles don't seem to understand how fragile that part of the vehicle is. It's very sensitive. I'm talking about the legs, the front wheel of a Honda vehicles. The legs are very sensitive that they can snap at any time. But those that acquire those vehicles don't seem to understand it. And I feel like maybe some of them have had the opportunity of driving other vehicles, and during and the process of driving them, they kind of overturn their steerings, whether to the left or to the right, without having issues with the leg. But for Hondas, it's not like that. So I will want to indulge every one of you out there, every road users who has a vehicle, you know someone that has a vehicle, that has a Honda vehicle, or any of the Honda vehicles, should be conscious. Understand that the Honda can't turn 360 in a steering, 180 rather in a steering. It only goes 90 max, right? Yes, 90 max. So if you're turning it, it should not exceed that level, because anything beyond that, you are looking for trouble. So understand your vehicle. If you do not even understand the vehicle, any vehicle at all, ask, make inquiry about the vehicle. Go online, go to YouTube, look for some troubleshooting of the vehicle. There are people, one or two persons must have experienced it and must have shared it on YouTube. Always go and check for any issues you've noticed on your vehicle. Some vehicles give you warning before they break down, but we tend to overlook them. So when you're noticing a very weird sound or noticing some funny displays on your dashboard, be very kind enough to call your technician, or you go online to make research about it so you can direct the technician or what you think the fault might be. Then he will run his own investigation to verify if actually that's the fault or something else. Vehicles are like humans, they don't just break down. The body gives them, you feel, your body gives you signals of something is wrong, something is wrong, something is wrong. But when you don't pay attention to it, that's when you just fall sick and just break down. That also applies to vehicles. Before your vehicle will just break down, it will give you a series of signs. Let's take for instance the day I experienced overheat for the first time. I think I was on the highway. I heard kind of heard a funny sound. I didn't pay attention. I heard it. I didn't pay attention to it, and it repeated itself again. I still did pay attention to it. After about 10-15 minutes, the vehicle just stopped. And I'm like, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? Then I just, okay, trying to investigate what's going on. I opened and I noticed that the water tank is totally dry and it has swollen up, like it has literally swollen up. But I didn't check as at when I heard the noise the first time. After some investigation, I now realized that my thermostat was not working. But if on the contrary, that I had checked when I first heard the noise, or the second time I heard the noise without ignoring it, I wouldn't have experienced that kind of damage, because the water tank got burst, and because of the dryness, there was cracks, there were tears all over it, and the cover got burst and all that. So, and that also gave me a series of stress, because I was supposed to go to an event that evening. So then I had to just stop at every 10-15 minutes to top water, stop at every 10-15 minutes to top water. And I was lucky enough that nothing happened to my radiator, so, but no further damage was done. I just had to change the water tank the following day. So, people, my fans, beautiful people, I would want to beg on our indulgence that whenever you notice a weird sound in your vehicle, stop, check. If you do not know what you're checking for, go online, make research. If you can't go online, make research, or you don't know how to know the right words to type, call a technician to check it up for you. I believe they know better, because they've been doing the job for quite a while. That is all I can say. So for my Honda fans, please always be cautious of your vehicle, especially the front legs. If you are turning them, no, you don't turn too much to the right or to the left, because if you do, it will eventually break down. But the leg, it has a way of just, I don't know if it pulls off, or it just breaks. It's that sensitive. So please, let's try. Let's try not to experience that kind of ordeal. Imagine you are going for an event, you're in a hurry trying to go for an event, so you want to make a quick turn, and you turned it too much. Sorry for my English. And you turned it too much. The next thing, it just broke down. You can't go to where you're going to again. Then you're starting with how to fix it. So it's better you just mind the vehicle. You know the kind of vehicle you're driving. So be cautious about it and be deliberate about it, so you don't have to go into unnecessary expenses, because certainly you're going to fix what has been damaged. So you don't want to unnecessary expenses, and you don't have to become stranded as at the period it breaks down. And for those who are thinking of going to get a Honda vehicle, please, I beg you, make your research. Know if it's what you can maintain, if it's what you can be comfortable with before going into it. There are a lot of vehicles out there. I'm not saying Honda is a bad vehicle. Its sound is good, it's roadworthy. Like if you have a sound Honda vehicle with good engine, you're going to love it. They are powerful, they are good on the road. So know what works for you and go for what works for you. Thank you very much. Still, I see you on the next gist. I know this gist is not very entertaining to you, but I just feel like sharing it to people who might need it. Love you all. Bye.